Get started. Hello, everyone. Okay, so I was going to talk about how to the little things that you could do within Canva to edit and give you some tips and tricks within Canva, but I think you've got enough of that. So we're going to change things up a little bit. So I have been talking about, so last week we talked about the little tips and tricks that you can do in little apps that are out there that'll help boost your engagement on social media. So this week we're talking, yesterday we talked about Buffer. Who's using Buffer? It's pretty great, isn't it? Did you get Instagram connected? Okay. So Buffer is a tool that you can schedule out up to 10 posts per social media channel per month. And you can just set it and forget it. So you can have this running in the background. Then while you have that running in the background, you can put your thought process and focus into other things like your reels, your stories, your videos. So what Buffer is good for is actually, let's go ahead and do just a quick rundown of Buffer. So Buffer.com, sign up with your email address here at the office itself. Do you use Buffer?
Yeah.
Okay, did we get that set up? Buffer?
That's why
You do. Yep. So you can have it as a creator account. I have mine set up as a creator account and it works. You don't necessarily need a business page except for on Facebook. So if you're trying to set up a business page with an Instagram, just keep it as a creator account. It's a lot of headache with the Instagram, and we just want to keep it simple. Creator account, you get way more capabilities within a creator account than you do a business account. So whenever I'm working in our office social media, Instagram, there's some trending sounds that I wish I could go grab, but I cannot because we have a business account. So in creator account, you still get the analytics, but you're not limited to certain sounds.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there a way to keep your Instagram account and change it to creator account?
You have a personal account?
Yeah.
You have just a personal?
Yeah, because I had it as business, but it was just too limited, so I sent it back to.
It's easy to switch it over to creator account. You're not going to lose anything.
Okay.
So it's not going to like take away posts or anything.
Okay, so I could ask you that. Okay.
You got posted on Workplace and you said, you want more information on this, type in 816 or 615, something about.
I saw you commented. I was like, okay. So let me go over Buffer real quick, and then we'll go into ManyChats.
Okay.
So that's what that platform is.
Okay.
So in Buffer, you have 10 posts per month per channel that you can connect. You can connect on Buffer 3 different channels for free. If you want to upgrade, that's on you, but I just use it for the free stuff because I don't like to pay extra for anything. And by the way, if anybody comes to you and says, hey, 7-day free trial, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's marketing or not, doesn't matter what it is, they just want you to pay for something and they want your credit card number, and more than likely we can handle it here in-house for free. So if anybody is asking you, hey, 7-day free trial, come ask us because more than likely we can do it. Sound good? Okay. All right. So on Buffer, get signed up with your Century 21 email address. It will send you a verification code like to your email address, or it just says, click here to verify, and then you're good to go. That's the only thing that you need to do with that email. You need to set up your Facebook business account, get that connected in there. So that would be one of your channels. You need to have your Instagram creator account. So every single one of your Instagram accounts needs to be in creator mode. Okay. And then your LinkedIn profile. Again, you do not need a business profile on LinkedIn because it's you. You just need it for you. So the business pages on LinkedIn are mainly for we have an office LinkedIn account. That's what the business page is for. For you individually, no, keep it just as it's your profile. Unless, you're on a team, which nobody in here is on a team. So that's like the Maxwell team. They can have one together, but for the most part, you just need just you. Gonna go on that. I don't need to keep talking about it. Okay, sounds good. Buffer.com. Yeah, just buffer.com. And sign up with your Century 21 email address. So you keep everything in your Century 21 email, and it just keeps everything streamlined. Once you get all of your channels connected in Buffer, you can click on the top left-hand side on Buffer, click on Buffer, and it'll pull up your calendar for the month. You can click on a space in your calendar and schedule to all 3 of your channels at the exact same time. So say you click on 2 o'clock today and boom, there it is. It'll be posted at 2 o'clock today. It's great for posts. It can do reels and stories. However, you are going to be using up your 10 credits per channel per month. So what I recommend doing for your Buffer account is scheduling your posts and your carousels. Carousels are on Instagram, where you can swipe and it goes from one page to another. It's kind of like a little, just a collage of pictures going across, and you just, let's call it carousel. So you can do those in Buffer, and you can have that running in the background. So with the 10 posts per channel per month, I would say on week 1, have it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then on week 2 of the month, do Tuesday, Thursday. And then the next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the next week, Tuesday, Thursday. Because then you'll have something happening every other weekday that's being posted to your social media channels that, just in case you get to, to Thursday and you're like, oh gosh, I didn't make any reels this week. You've got something happening in the background that is posting for you. Now it is going to be up to you to come up with the content, but, okay, I didn't tell you this, but within Maxa that we've got, I'm going to have a whole template of social media posts that you can grab. Okay. Is that what you want? Want me to make it for you? So is that what you're wanting for your social media challenge? Just make it for you and say, hey, Carol, this is yours. Go post it. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. That's the only amount of time. Okay.
Like that. It's gonna help, me.
I'm gonna let you say it. Okay, so if that's what you're wanting, that's what. If that's what you're wanting, that's what we're gonna do for you. So if we'll have a collection of social media posts that you can grab. I would like you to put some of your own spin on it though. So yes, you can grab the information. Yes, you can grab the graphic, but I want you to put your own spin on it too. So, and you don't even have to, come up with it. Use AI to take what I wrote as the description for the post. Use AI, throw it into ChatGPT, throw it into Gemini, or what is, Bard. Gemini is a new name for Bard. And say, hey, rewrite this for me. Make it sarcastic. I don't know. Give it a tone. Tell it exactly what you want, and then you can change the tone of that message, and then use that as a description for your posts. Okay, that'll be for posts. Now, I literally cannot become you and make your reels for you. You're going to have to do that on your own. But
That's next year.
that's next year. That's hour 7 of that class. Yeah. Right.
So anyway, I opened the app that we were talking about. It said that as of April 22nd, it no longer does direct publishing to Facebook. That it sends you a notification on a mobile app when it's found public, so you can finish your post on Facebook.
That's strange.
April 22nd. I don't know.
Because I've been using it.
I don't know why it popped up on my app.
Is that?
Well, you took the app.
It is also an app.
It's like pages like this, that the icon works.
Yeah, that looks like your calendar.
Oh.
So it's news to you, which is kind of weird. It's still working. You know, it's still working. for you.
Right, it still works on my end. I haven't had any issues.
Maybe those who are.
It is sauce you out.
No, I'll keep this open, I'll show the guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. All right, so that's the gist of Buffer. Also, it will give you analytics. So in your Buffer account, once you have everything set up, you can click on the channel over on the left-hand side and say you click on Facebook. And what's going to pop up is that individual channel's calendar. It's going to give you analytics. It'll tell you 2 different times a day that it is suggesting that you post. You can click on that time, say it's 11:16 a.m. You can click on 11:16 a.m., schedule a post to go on Facebook at that time. What is it analyzing? Does anybody know?
How much engagement you
It's according to your engagement. So Jake, your times are going to look different from the fairy godmother of real estate. It's going to look very different from Megan Green. It's going to look very different from Claire. Everybody's going to have their own time frames within Buffer that it's whenever your audience is most engaged with your post. So according to your history. So our numbers are going to look very different from each other. Facebook gives you 2 different times a day that you can post, that it's suggesting that you post. LinkedIn gives you 2 times a day that is suggesting that you post. Instagram, it's saying 4. Now, you've got those 10 credits per channel per month, right? If you post those 4 times a day, you're going to run out of posts in 2.5 days. So what's the workaround of that? Does anybody know? Meta Business Suite. You can schedule your post within the Meta Business Suite, which is Facebook and Instagram together. You can post at the same time, or you can schedule just to go to Instagram, just to go to Facebook on the Meta Business Suite. We'll get to it in just a second.
Like if you
I
post,
think-
like how I post on Facebook, it automatically goes to my Instagram.
No, you have to go, so in Facebook, on your page, you can also go into the Meta Business Suite. And from there, you have a calendar. You can, if you have your Facebook and your Facebook business page and your Instagram linked
Yeah.
together, it'll show up on the same calendar. And you can schedule to just Instagram, to just Facebook, or both at the same time if you wanted to. So if you run out of credits on your Buffer, you can use those same times over the Meta Business Suite and schedule things at that time. So this is why I don't want you paying for any extra, because there are workarounds for
You're open to 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
it. No. Mm-mm. No. This is what we're doing.
Okay,
This
so
is what we're
your
doing.
next time we gonna go into depth so we can sit and actually like do it together.
That's what these are for. That's what this is.
I'm downloading the stuff now for you.
Okay. All right, you keep downloading.
You have to set up your own password or just use.
On Buffer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Set up your own password. Write it down, because I literally cannot memorize everybody's passwords and phone numbers and email addresses. I cannot remember everybody's. I try, but it's not gonna work. So yeah, your password for Buffer is gonna be your own password. All right, so that's Buffer. You can also use it, who uses Pinterest? Pinterest?
Look on there.
Okay, so the way that it's set up, where it's got these different tiles for each of the things that you can click on, or, the pictures or the, links, the ads. So within Buffer, it's kind of set up the same way. It's an idea board. So you can, up in the top right-hand side, it'll say create. So you can click on create, and it kind of looks like Pinterest. It'll have a couple of pins that are on there already, like, hey, this is where you can post your ideas. Think of it as Notebook meets Pinterest. You can type out your ideas and save that idea as a pin itself within Buffer, so that you can sit there and brainstorm one day and just type in a handful of different ideas. Then you can take that idea, click on the bottom of it, and it'll say create post. So then you can use AI to write the post, take the idea, run it through AI, make it a real post, add a picture to it, schedule and post. So in Buffer, you've only got 50 credits of AI. You've only got 50 credits of AI. So if you sit there and regenerate, you're going to burn out of it. What do you think the workaround of that is? ChatGPT or Bard Gemini. That'll work too. Yes.
With Pinterest, how do you use Pinterest for business building? Like I use Pinterest personally for stuff I like to save as like my saving boards, but I haven't figured out how to use Pinterest to build my business the way I use Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook.
What's your target audience? Target
I'm still defining
audience
it.
is,
I'm still defining it.
okay. What's, give me, I guess, your general idea for what it would be for your target audience. Who do you want to work with?
Probably the Gen Zers, and then when we have broad, I'm trying to
Right.
bring it down, but I still haven't defined it. I've been trying to define it, but I don't know how to define it. I don't want to say, I just want to work with first-time home buyers too broad, right? Gen Zers and millennials still too broad.
Mhm.
I would say people who relocate to Georgia, like not the people who live here, people who move here.
People are moving here.
Is pretty much what I've been working.
Yeah, okay. So, show the lifestyle of living here. What town do you live in? You're in Atlanta? Why would somebody want to live in Atlanta itself? What are the different parts of Atlanta? So almost every reel that you do for social media, turn on Pinterest too. Have a board that says, you know, what it's like to live in Atlanta, what it's like to live in Midtown, what is it like to live in Buckhead? Have a board for each one of those for the different parts of Atlanta and just post about it, just talk about it. That video, that reel, you can link to your TikTok.
Now, when you say I don't link the real to my TikTok, you mean like in Pinterest itself, there's a way for me to put the TikTok link to my video in there? I just gotta figure that part out.
Yep. So whenever you go to create a pin within Pinterest and it says, you know, like it'll prompt you through, but you can add a link in there. And then whenever somebody clicks on that video, it'll take them to your TikTok, or it'll ask them if they want to go over to TikTok.
So I've been seeing these Canva templates that you can purchase for like $1, right? But of course, if you've got Canva, then you don't want to be purchasing the templates of
No,
Pinterest, right?
Not really.
So if I find one that I like, for example,
Uh-huh.
is there a way that I can pull that and put it into Canva?
You can go ahead and screenshot it, and then you can absolutely use that as like, I mean, you're really kind of stealing it,
I
but you
know.
can recreate it. Or with Maxa, what we
Yeah.
could do, send it
Yeah.
over to me, say, hey, Celina, you know, is there a way that we can recreate this?
Okay.
And I'll work with my Maxa team. And we'll-
Okay, because these are quite cool little letters. It's like, the reason why I found it is because I got one in the mail from a Keller Williams agent, telling me that, hey, your neighbor's home didn't sell, you know, have you thought about selling, rah, rah, rah. It was worded really cleverly. Anyhow, this one is your home didn't sell, now what? So it's kind of like a good little template letter to send out to like an expired, you know,
I like
if-
that.
If you've got it locally, it's one book.
Yeah, screenshot that or send it
Kinda
to
like
me.
that.
Mhm.
So just doing a phone call, you can send a letter at the same time.
Yeah. You could.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send that to you.
What's their hook?
It is, your home didn't sell, now what?
That's your hook.
Yes, it's got a brief description of like, I noticed that you placed your home for sale and your listing expired before selling. Here's why it may not have, here's why I can get it sold.
We could totally opt that.
Yeah, okay, I'll send that to you.
Sounds good. All right, so that's Buffer and Pinterest. There was another topic that I was going to cover. Oh, just like the comment 618 type of thing. So that is called ManyChats. I'm sure you've seen on different sponsored ads on either Facebook or Instagram where it says, hey, comment with, apple bologna. And I'll send you the link. And whenever you do that, so you type in apple bologna into the comments, all of a sudden you have a message in Instagram or Facebook. You're like, what is this? You go and you click on it, and that person's video, what they were talking about, where they said, hey, I'll send you the link, I'll send the information. Sure enough, there it is. There's a link with the information. It's called ManyChats, ManyChats. ManyChats. Again, it's one of those things, just like Buffer, you can always upgrade for a whole bunch, but I mean, really what we're doing for real estate, you don't need to pay for anything. But ManyChats will schedule that for you. You can set it up to where it'll automatically answer certain questions according to the keywords of that message that's happening within either Facebook or Instagram. So it's like the automated responses. So would you like to pick the blue pill or the red pill? Red pill. Okay, great. Okay, would you like the green or the orange one? I want the orange one. Okay, and it'll give you the information. So you can map it out if you want to spend the time in there. Like you get a message in at, on a comment on your certain post, and then it sends them this link. Would you like more information? Yes or no? Yes. You can schedule it to where you send them more information. Is there anything else that you would like to know? I would like to speak to Sasha. Okay, great. And it'll ping you.
Like directly in my phone?
You'll see it there in the messages. So it was like whenever you're on Instagram, you'll see in there in the chats
Okay.
it happening, and you'll get a notification. It'll show up as like the red dot on your icon,
Okay.
and you'll know that something's happening on your Instagram, and you can respond accordingly. So you can go in there and you can map out your ManyChats. You can set it to a certain post. Like the simplest way is, hey, it's gonna be a really bad example, and I don't ever want you to do it, but call me if you want to buy or sell a house. And then there in the comments, you have it set up to where it says, call me if you want to buy or sell a house, call Sasha. And that's your keyword, that's your trigger word is what they're calling it.
Okay.
So that's your keyword, your trigger. So call Sasha. Hey, great, here's the information, blah, 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 blah. It starts the conversation for you until you can jump in and pick back.
Because I had a post that went viral, and I was in a lot of out-of-town meetings, but they weren't trying to move to Georgia, and it was on USDA loans, so I was having to like get the message, ask them for their name, their number, and after they send it to me, send them the link to the USDA flyer on what I was talking about. And so
That's a
this
great
was-
example. That's a great example of how you could have used that. So next time you do a video like that, you can set it up, stay in the video. Hey, comment apple pie. And then their keyword, you're gonna have those responses, those comments on your video, which boosts your engagement, right? And you're gonna have apple pie, apple pie, apple pie. That's a good checklist to go back to your messages within that app. Was it Instagram or in Instagram? So in Instagram, you'll see the list of those messages happening.
Yeah, because I would say, like I was saying before, my Instagram is more towards Gen Z, my TikTok is more millennial, my Facebook is more millennial. So the messages and stuff here.
Right. Yep. And you can tailor it according to each of the platforms too. Fun stuff, right? I'm sorry.
Anything automated is fake.
It is.
And that's
It
called
is.
ManyChats.
ManyChats, ManyChats.
I'm sorry, I spelled it M-A-N?
MANY, like the whole bunch
Oh,
of,
Manny.
lots of many chats.
I wrote it down.
MANY. Like miniature chats.
Makes sense. Just love that.
Mini chat, lots of chats, lots of chats. So that's how that works. So you'll see you're gonna see reels now. Hey, comment with this keyword and I'll send you the information. That's how they're doing it.
So then this, I think David McGee's just did it actually when he did a listing and he was like, text 2467 to get more information. Have you seen that?
That's probably yet another app. So
Okay.
like radio stations do it all the time. Businesses will have that.
Got it.
They're like, hey, text this keyword to 21512.
Yeah.
That's a little like, for when searchers tell you pay your time, and they say you can set your time.
That's what they're using. Yeah, they're not using mini chats. They're using another platform that's like similar. It's like information in, information back.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so.
What else you got?
You have to log into Facebook in order to connect to Buffer?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do? Because mine just keeps saying unable to connect, like unavailable. But in Buffer, when I hit the Facebook connect, it said unable.
Restart the app. Like what's out of the, are you in the app
I'm actually.
on the website?
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite sure what's going on because I did mine on my computer, on my Chrome on my computer
Maybe
itself.
That's definitely.
Yeah, okay.
So we can go into Buffer
Mhm.
and, it's gonna set up your page, so that's how you set up your page and everything, like we did on Facebook and all that.
Your Instagram's already set up?
No, on Facebook.
Your Facebook? Okay, because you only have Facebook, right? Okay,
I wouldn't say.
okay. You promise? You promise? Okay.
The one that I. have Personally.
Uh-huh.
And it's a full different email, so I'm just gonna go ahead and create one for my business.
Okay, that you can absolutely do that. If that's however many channels you want to manage, you can create a gazillion if you want to, if you want to manage them all. So if you want to do that, sure. All right, what else you got? Nothing?
Thanks a lot.
Yes, yeah. It's an app and it's also, it's a website. So similar to Buffer, how you sign in with your email address and your create a password. And then it's like, hey, you can upgrade. It's $15 a month. Just do the free version. Just do the basic, just do the free version. So both in ManyChats and in Buffer.
This is probably a raw question, but maybe you may know, right?
Mhm.
In the conversion code, it was saying in chapter 1 and 2 that we need to add a heat map to our website. Are we able to add a heat map to my? So my question.
That would be a Jay question. Yeah, I would ask Jay. Yeah, because he's our Roxy man. Okay, anything else? We're here Monday through Thursday at 1:30. So this was a good one. We got a lot covered in this one. So thank y'all for coming. All right, let's get to work. Thank you.